We have been out exploring Dubai in the UAE for about an hour now, and I can already tell you it is one of my favorite places ever. And you ask, why do I know that? Because I am OCD to the core, and everything is in its place here. It is so clean, it is so fresh, it is so new. I know that it's got an old part of town, but it's in the areas that we're visiting is all in the modern city, from the mall to the buildings to the skyscrapers in the back. There's art in it. There's, you know, just an architecture that has been thought through. It honestly is amazing. One of the things we've noticed in our videos is that we tend to use the words awesome or incredible,
amazing.
So if you can think of any other terminology that we can use to explain these places, but I mean, to give us a little bit of credit, it's been like the pyramids, the Parthenon, you know, all of these places that are amazing. Petra, and that's another thing. And so I don't know how to edit those words out of my videos. It's almost like I can't say a sentence without doing it, and I apologize for whoever's playing the drinking games or whatever. It's probably don't do that. Don't do it. You'd end up dying of alcohol poisoning because of so much. It's one of those things that I guess as we're running and gunning, we're just sort of running and enjoying the spots that we go, and sometimes we're like, hey, well, let's film here, and we're not really scripting anything, so we don't really think a whole lot about it. It makes it a little difficult sometimes to sound professional. But either way, we are having a good time while we do it, so I guess that's all that counts. Helping me there with the phone or making faces?
Making faces. Did you need me to do something with the phone? I thought I was just holding the stick.
All of this is recording.
Is it really? That's awesome.
I'd just like to thank all of my friends and family for making this trip possible. This award just tops it all. The fact that I could come to Dubai and they would award me the Medal of Honor of being the best tourist ever to lay foot on the soil of Dubai. But I just want to thank you guys for making this trip possible. Tell you about what?
The Burj Khalifa. Burj is tower. It was originally supposed to be Burj Dubai, but they ran out of money. So they named it after the guy who bailed them out and finished building it. And it is now, and has been since it was finished in 2009, the tallest building in the world.
Well, it's official. We are moving to Dubai because they have a Starbucks. Actually, there's plenty of places that have a Starbucks, but
this one was calling out to me.
I think they all call out to her. The sad part that's been about the journey is that Jerri has not been able to collect her mugs along the way. She loves to collect the little Starbucks mugs. This journey,
take them.
You know, she just takes a picture of them. And you can tell in all of the photos, it's like a fake smile. It's not a real smile. Normally when she gets a new Starbucks mug, it's like a Christmas morning smile for Jerri. She just is like lit up.
It's the only thing I collect.
It is true. You don't collect anything else, but
I still have more mugs than like people to drink from them.
Yes, everybody after this video, you know, tour.
Come over.
We'll all drink coffee from Starbucks mugs. So as you can tell, there's so much money in Dubai as well as in UAE in general. From the cars to the yachts to the buildings, it's just an amazing place that has so much wealth. You may ask yourself, is it a place for backpackers to come? I would say yes. I would not want, you know, somebody to miss just the magnitude of this place, the beauty of this place, the just amazingness of this place. However, I don't know that you could stay very long.
Short duration.
It's not necessarily a backpacker-friendly budget type place, but one of the things that we did is we found a cruise, which for the most part, every cruise that I have found out of Dubai is ridiculously cheap. And I mean ridiculously cheap. So now we are going to get to visit Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, as well as the UAE and other areas. And it's a less per day cost than many of the areas that we actually will go into. So that's just one tip I would say for visiting Dubai. If you are going to be here and you want to spend more time, look at the cruises, because the per day costs are definitely worth it. Neat little mazy thing. It's like you could go through this translucent box.
We just left the beach in Dubai, overlooking the Burj Al Arab Hotel,
which is supposed to be one of the most expensive, elaborate hotels in the world. They actually gave themselves a 7-star rating, which actually doesn't exist, but they say that if you actually saw the inside, it's worth it. So, but with that, in contrast of leaving the beach, now we're standing just in front of people skiing. Actually, these little kids are bobsledding behind us, which is amazing. They have an indoor skiing, bobsled, play in the snow kind of place here in the Mall of the Emirates, I believe is the name of the mall.
Mall of the Emirates, yes.
And again, I'm just continually blown away by everything that they have in Dubai. It's like, hey, we don't have snow, we're gonna make snow. We want the tallest building, we're gonna build the tallest building. Again, to me, it's sort of that element of creativity that inspires me about this city. And honestly, I'm just sort of speechless when it comes to all that we have seen so far. We're loving it. It's a great time.
Once again, welcome to Dubai. Massive fish tanks with sharks. Welcome to Abu Dhabi. We are at the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque.
It's one of those experiences in life that you can't really imagine until you're there.
This is the 3rd largest mosque in the world. It's huge and beautiful. It has the largest hand-woven carpet in the entire world. There are 7 chandeliers made with Swarovski crystals. They're indescribable. So beautiful.
They have spared no expense and no detail has been overlooked. Much as we saw in Dubai, they have taken things to a whole other level. So as you arrive at the mosque, it's sort of like, I don't want to compare it to a theme park because I don't want it to be disrespectful in any way, but there's so many people that you actually have a visitor center that you have to go through. Just a key inside tip that if you're going to come, register online. It will save you to have to stand through the registration queue, which is so long. It goes for days. We actually went to stand in the line, and we overheard a couple of people saying, I think you can register online. So we looked, we registered online, we skipped
2 minutes.
Honestly, I bet it was over an hour just standing in that line. And then if you get tickets there, you then have to go to another line for those particular tickets, which again looked like over an hour just to stand through that. Whereas you register online, takes you about 2 minutes, and then you skip all the other line. And we were through probably the security process and everything in less than half an hour most, and that included Jerri having to get her dress. If you're coming and you don't have your shoulders covered, for the ladies, you have to have your head covered, that kind of thing.
Legs.
So they give you a beautiful, I'm sure there's a technical name for this, but
I think it's hijab
dress, and then you have to have your head covered. Jerri had a beautiful scarf, and so she's using that today. And then you come in, you get to walk around, explore all of the mosque, and it's really grand. It's very well done. It is a beautiful place to visit. So if you ever get a chance to come to Abu Dhabi, which I was trying to think of where have I heard Abu Dhabi growing up, and Jerry reminded me today that I think it is where Garfield wants to send Otis the dog all the time. Odie the dog. He's going to send him to
Abu Dhabi.
I could be wrong. I need to look that up, but I kept thinking, I know that, you know, obviously I've heard of Abu Dhabi, but I think I feel like I've heard this a lot as a kid, and Garfield was one of my favorite cartoon characters. So anyways, that has nothing to do with the mosque, but it does have something to do with Abu Dhabi, I guess. So hopefully you're enjoying our tour around Abu Dhabi today. So we're going to the coffee shop here at the mosque. We're hoping that it's like some of the churches that you visit. On your first visit, you get your first free cup of coffee. I don't think that's the case, but
They didn't give us a visitor's card for that.